and welcome my Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Sagittarius to your full moon in Gemini, November into December 2022. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They are my initials. I am a professional witch. Professional intuitive. I am the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 and a half years in business at this point, and very happy to still be in service. Virgo that I am. We're both ruled by Mercury. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There's a Kindle version available. There's a link in the description box. You can preview it for free and see some of what I learned in my many decades of my career in magic, miracles, and mysticism. Started in the 80s, man. 1998. I got a career, a long-standing career. So yeah, click the link and check it out. Because you know what? I'm a creator on Patreon, and at the time of this recording, this very day, I've been 1 year on Patreon. It is my anniversary. I love it over there. I'm sure you've heard about Patreon. If you haven't, it's a membership subscription platform where creative people can set their levels of subscriptions. Just added 2 of them today for the 1 year anniversary. All of my subscribers get to see me every morning if they choose with an unlisted YouTube live stream link, so they can chat with me every morning, cup of coffee from the couch using the laptop in my bathrobe, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a little prayer, a little blessing to send us on our way. It's my favorite part of the day. Over on Patreon, my patrons also have access to all of my patrons have access to the extended readings, the part 2s. There's part 1 on YouTube, there's part 2 on Vimeo. Vimeo on demand is lovely. I love the company, but all of my subscribers get all of those extended readings, those part 2s, past, present, and into the future, as long as they are subscribers. As well as we've been having some fun with some recordable Zoom events over there. We've had a tarot party, we've had some classes, we've had some hangouts, so those happen as they need to, and with the holidays right around the corner, I feel like we'll be doing that more. So yeah, if you want a deeper experience, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come check it out, because I'm not stopping apparently, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But gems, just call me Mal. Hey. I feel like I've dated all of you. I know that's not true. But that's another story. If you're new to the channel, a 5-card draw is very simply 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. In this case, a beautiful November, December 2022, ending in your full moon in Gemini, so that you can plant a seed at the new and nurture it to hopefully harvest at full. These 5 decks represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. If you're doing spell work, intentional work, you do something at the new moon, right? Just to help you refine it, some clarity, guidance, and grace for a 2-week period, because we're looking at the new moon in Sagittarius, Wednesday, November 23rd, 5:57 p.m. Let's just say 6 p.m. I am from New York. That's Eastern time zone. And Jupiter goes direct that very same day. So what a blessing, right? Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter on a Wednesday. Mutable fire on a day of Wednesday, a day of Mercury. Mercury's day. It's good for Virgos and Geminis as well, as I would think, with that Jupiter going direct. Sagittarians. Let's see. Then on the 12th, we're not even at the full moon yet. On the 3rd, Jupiter goes direct on December 3rd, so we got that to look forward to, I hope. And then finally, we close out at the full moon in Gemini, your full moon. When the moon rides at her peak, then ye hearts desire seek. Loving that. December 7th, 11:08 p.m. Eastern. So a lovely evening for a full moon. I will say that. That feels really good, even though it's a Wednesday. We'll cope. So it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. Standard YouTube reading rules apply. Check your other signs to get more information about the seed we're about to look at. Sometimes your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign has different info on the same seed. It's a good way to say that. Or maybe you got 4 different seeds, or 3, or 2. See what works for you. These are my favorite series. It's only 5 cards, and they have been called spell kit readings, and I love that more than words can say. Whoa, whoa, hey, hey. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, focus on your breath if you can, right? Well, both you're on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will, and I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace. By the way, the first card down is Element of Fire, your heart's desire. The more people manifesting their heart's desire in any way, shape, or form, the more wonderful this planet will be. More gold than lead, more peace than pain, more healthy than toxic. And I think that might very well be what the apocalypse in Greek, meaning the revelation, is all about. All of us revealing our own unity and making a difference in this world. Please take a nice deep breath. I was very egalitarian on it. Never know what they're going to say through me. Yet I'm responsible for it. From explanation to divination, still point. It's a chatty read every time with the Gemini, so I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Gemini collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers, because if the cross watchers apply this to themselves, they're going to manifest something in here, as they will be helping through the quantum entanglement of zodiacal signs, the Geminis, and the other cross watchers too. So please, 1 card in clarity for the Element of Fire, using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, to help them refine and clarify that. This beautiful new to their full. November, December 2022, Psychic Protection. I'm pretty sure you guys have had this before. It might have been last year. I've been doing the 5 card draws for a while. The spell Fragment. Around me now a shield of gold, protecting me strong and bold. Well, that's a really good rhyming couplet. Straight out of the Hollywell book, The Shadows. Right, not straight out of, but close enough. I mean, look, psychic protection means different things to different people. Oh, I have at least 1 client a month who comes to me because I'm a professional, which I'm being psychically attacked, or I have a curse or a hex put on me. And they're really 2 different categories, but certainly they can overlap. So, you know, psychic protection, what does that mean to you? Psyche comes from the Greek word for the butterfly and the soul, same, all one word, right? So what does it mean? I mean, do you have to protect the soul? The soul is the immortal truth of who we are, part of a higher self, and upwards, onwards to the divine singularity, the Tao, whatever you want to call it. So what does it mean? Around me now is shield of gold, very high, very vibrational light form, if you want to do, you know, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, you know, the higher chakras, definitely. Protecting me strong and bold. And I will say, for an air sign, with all the amount of communication and misinformation and cuckoo bananas, as well as ancient mystic truth showing up on TV, to filter that. Around me a force field of light, containing and protecting my energy fields, all overtones, all dimensions, all information, inspiration, insight needed, that it come through clearly, cleanly, and for the well-being of all. And that can certainly include your spirit guides or other things that might be a little bit more disturbing. This is a general read, because we need protection from your own higher self, right? So what is this about? Is it about gossip? Is it about, it's a Gemini, it could be just about anything in a general read, and that's why we got 4 more cards. Let's ground it, shall we? Crystal Oracle, Tony Carmine Salerno. Cannot recommend this oracle enough. The element of earth to ground that, the fuel to feed the fire. If you have the crystal indicated in the card, you want to use it as a touchstone, an amulet, a talisman, a reminder, you know, a gratitude stone, whatever, that you can do the mantra with. The last card down, right, for 2 weeks could be helpful. But if you don't have it, don't worry. Clear quartz does everything. Grab a rock, a piece of jewelry, whatever you got. Please take a nice deep breath. I have ocean waves in the background. It's very helpful with the breath. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north powers of earth, hence the crystal oracle. Please, beloved Archangel of Lyons, Archangel of nature, which includes trees and plants, and even the rock, stones, and minerals. Please, one card in clarity. Archangel of Lyons, which I was named after. My parents had no idea. One card in clarity, please, for the Gemini Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading for their element of Earth. The oracle message more important than the actual stone itself, usually. What have you got for them? The element of Earth. To the fuel, to feed that fire and manifest their heart's desire of psychic protection. This new to their full. December 2022. This one might be a little harder to find. Rhodonite, Rhodonite, not rhodochrosite. Rhodonite's got black in it. Rhodochrosite does not. It's a stone I have. It's not one that I use a whole lot. I only have like a bead, I think. Great way to work healing stones. Get a chip necklace, figure out what they all are. There's a Virgo for you. Rhodo. It's the Rhoda Morgenstern stone. Okay, so Rhodonite. Keywords. Achievement. Oh, I like that. Achievement. Potential. Emotional balance. And an open heart. Well, now look, achievement, you might want to psychically protect achievement. You know, don't hand your bubble to bubble poppers, right? People who go like pins on their hands just waiting to put somebody down. Potential, that there, you know, you might want to have that psychic protection to protect your own potential or potential in something. Emotional balance, which certainly, if you're an empath, you know, a little psychic protection is helpful. Sometimes a lot of psychic, that's why I have to watch the news to go, oh, that's what it is. Okay, well, shields, right? And then go and do shadow work for the world. And an open heart. So the heart part of this, our element of water, should be very interesting to see. So you are well on the way to achieving your heart's desires. No wonder you want psychic protection. So trust and keep an open heart and mind. Of course you're going to need psychic protection. Life is always full of potential, and you are always on the right track. So do not be discouraged by the recent setbacks you may have experienced, because there is a larger plan to all of this. I hesitate to call it the divine plan online, but thanks to Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett, I can call it the ineffable great plan. Good omens. Watch the Amazon Prime series, then read the book, because the other way around, they just can't put everything in the magnificent book in one series. Keep quietly, now here's the Gemini trick, keep quietly focused on all that which you wish to create and achieve, which is a form of psychic protection itself. Don't hand your bubble to bubble poppers. Enjoy the journey and keep a loving attitude. Have patience and faith, and and the universe will help manifest your dreams. Something wonderful is soon to occur. Trust and keep an open heart and mind. And if you've gone through a lot of shit show, I hate to say it any other way, but I know the past 5 years or so on planet Earth have been just a bit of that, then this Rhodonite idea might come in handy. And if you don't have it, like I said, the key words, right? That's why I have to keep remembering to keep this open, because I can't always remember down into the details. So achievement, potential, emotional balance, and an open heart. Put that like that, and that like that. You got your fire, you got your earth. Let's go to your element air. Healing with the Angels Oracle. 2 ways you can interpret this. Usually both are helpful, but it is a general read. Number 1, the mind, the thought, whatever's written on the card, think about it, meditate about it, chant it, whatever, or look up the original meanings. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. How many times my guides have been like, Google that, and I do, and I'm like, that's what it originally meant, and like a game of historic telephone, right? And it's often that little detail that can make a general reading rather specific. So hey, there's that. The other is these are healing angels, legions of them, so they won't come if they're called. That's why we're asking, like, which ones here would be truly helpful to help you with this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Those waves are the perfect counterpoint to that still point as I call upon the angels and archangels of air, the sign of Gemini, powers of the east, the Raphaelites, please. Raphaelites, please. One card in clarity for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the element of air to stoke that fire, to manifest their heart's desire of psychic protection, or perhaps their heart's desire needs psychic protection, which is totally valid, with that rhodonite. Yep, an open heart, right? Because we just put the card down, so we haven't memorized it yet, right? For achievement, potential, emotional balance, and an open heart. Why wouldn't they want that, right? Why wouldn't they want that psychic protection there for that? So please, who's waiting in the wings with their wings outstretched, ready to zoom in and help at their invitation? The angels, the healing angels for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading for this beautiful new to their full in Gemini, November to December 2022. Balance. Balance. The healing angels of balance. Man, talk about a witch army knife, an angelic army knife, right? Everything needs balance, right? Your pH levels, right? Your brain balancing, right? Your accounts. What would the healing angels of balance do? Now, honestly, that's a word we think we all know the meaning for. I want to know. Is it Latin? Is it Greek? Is it Phoenician? Where does it come from, right? It's because sometimes there's a hidden insight in that. Just saying. And also you're the twins, so it's not like Libra, which can go back and forth like this. You go back and forth like this. Can you find the balance of Romulus and Remus if you want to play it that way? Romans. Here's the question. Here's the contemplative question that your Gemini mind can chew on all for the whole 2 weeks. What would the function of the healing angels of balance do? Balance you through healing, heal your balances or your imbalances. There's a lot there. And certainly, if you're asking for psychic protection on an achievement, something of great potential with an open Martin hind, it's been that kind of day, an open heart and mind, well, then certainly being in balance, even if everyone else around you is in total cuckoo cacophony. Cuckoo for cacophony. So, wow, guys, it's a Gemini read. You can stay in balance, one would think. Love it, because that's mental balance going. You know, I learned this thing, Ho'oponopono. I learned it many years ago, but a new thing, the 5th phrase from Joe Vitale. It's not the person, it's the program. Get the element of water, this open-heartedness indicated in rhodonite. The element of water, Whispers of Love Oracle by Angelo Hartfield. I've been having a field day with her Whispers of Lord Ganesh, personally and professionally here on the channel and with my clients. So let's dive in. The voices of the higher selves of all involved. The element of water, the heart, putting your heart, your emotion into it. Love is divine power, is the sacred truth of the heart chakra. So emotion is the energy and motion that we call emotion when we're in physical bodies, but when we're not, like the higher selves, they see it a little differently. Please take a nice deep breath. Ooh, felt that in my lower back. Still point. Proper posture as I call upon thee. Higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love for the beloved Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading? The element of water to juice up their element of fire, psychic protection, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, with that rhodonite open-heartedness. Really, I feel like that's going to be a real clue, tip, or hint here, but also there is potential and achievement here for them as well. And the healing angels of balance, should they call them in, to bring in balance in ways that they are not even aware of, and yet will help manifest this seed, this beautiful new to their full in Gemini, November, December 2022. Treasure your loved ones. I get this one a lot personally. And you know, I work from home. I live alone. I have some friends. I chat online. That's fine. But my boys, if you are new to my channel and new to Mark Angelo Lyons Male for Short, I have 3 male black cats. I love them. They are my boys. Follow me on Instagram. I'm always snapping pictures of them. I posted all of them. That would be all I do. That would be my career, cat pictures. But no, that's not my contract this time. But treasuring them is so easy. They're just so easy, and you know, some of them like to be hugged, some of them like to be cradled. You find their own love languages and treasure them. And it is important to love others deeply. It is the thing of your higher self here. So look, psychic protection, protecting yourself from society in general is one thing. That is general, right? You can't take it personally, but if it's a family member, if it's a friend, if it's a boss, if it's a coworker, if it's somebody who what I call is armed with the toxicity of the well-meaning, right? But I'm worried about you, right? It's like, stay away from my dream, right? Stay away from my achievement, right? And still love them because that's their fear, and that's okay. Who doesn't have that, right? You can still treasure them from a distance. You get like to be a ninja, a long distance, you know, reiki, schmeiki, eggs and bakey, right? Hoshization and the crap out of them if you got it, right? But treasure your loved ones. It opens your heart. And, you know, let's put it this way. Maybe they're not all incarnate anymore, right? Go there, right? To open that heart and balance the genius Gemini mind with a really open heart. That feels lovely. And that's a psychic protection in and of itself. Because you're aligning the divine masculine of the mind with the divine feminine in the heart with the divine child of choice. Love it. Love it. Calm them twins down. Calm your twins? Oh, I'm really seriously considering having a new, I used to have a Cafe Press account and just putting some of these brilliant bon mots on like caps and, you know, mouse pants and mug. Yeah, that's what we need. More merch on the planet. Let's get your last card down. Healing Mantra deck. I hope you're having fun. I am. Today is also the anniversary of being on Patreon, so I'm sort of lit from within today. The card of Spirit to charge it. So you grab a Rhodonite or something similar, whatever you want. Cast the spell for psychic protection, and I would suggest something that should be around me now, a shield of gold protecting me, so strong bolt, right? On the subways, wherever it is you make. All right, just in general, that's a good idea. That would be an amulet, by the way, not a talisman. Amulet away, talisman toward. That would definitely be an amulet if you do it for that. So Rhodonite might not be a bad idea, actually. So you do that, you cast the spell with a chunk of something, calling in the healing angels of balance, and treasure your loved ones while you do it. And don't start with the hard people. Start with like kitties and puppies and, I don't know, hamsters, oh my, whatever. Oh, Mr. Gear. Let's get the spirit. So you charge it with the mantra, with the rock, with the spell. You do you. You're a Gemini. You'll figure it out. Or you're a cross watcher. They'll figure it out. Please take a nice deep breath. I love my work. Okie dokie. I call upon the Ascended Masters of Psychic Protection. I didn't realize that was a department in the law firm. Please, beloved Ascended Masters of Psychic Protection, one card in clarity. For the Gemini Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video or receiving this reading, leave the perfect card in my hand, the perfect mantra, to help them manifest their heart's desire with that element of fire around them, a shield of gold. It's very Archangel Michael, just got to say, although gold is the color of Archangel Raphael, the element of the east, element of air, and all of that with that Rhodonite, because there is a potential that they may want to protect here, some achievement that they're in process. A little psychic protection goes a long way, but also to maintain an open heart, right? To be loving through it out is certainly a challenge, depending on the situation they're in. So the healing angels of balance called in on a regular basis might be helpful. Physical balance, emotional balance, mental balance, spiritual balance, all of that, and a side of balanced fries, and even number one would think, as they treasure their loved ones as the whisper of love from their higher selves, which would of course balance them out emotionally, right? Keeping that heart open. The perfect healing mantra, please, for this beautiful new to their full moon in Gemini. November, December 2022. Unhooking the past. There is nothing to regret when I learned from my past. How do I know these? Because they've been out almost 3 years, I think. I'm gonna bookie book this one for you. Unhooking the past. That is the best form of psychic protection, because people bringing up your past if you've done the alchemy, the shadow work, whatever, it's like just trying to rob a house I don't live in anymore. I am not that person anymore. How many lifetimes you want to go back? Shall I get my Akashic Records library card has been reactivated. I can read people for filth if I really wanted to, and sometimes I do. And sometimes they ask me to, and sometimes I get paid doing it. So unhooking the past, shall we? This is a good one. This is because, you know, regret is one of the ego's go-tos, but the soul does not regret. It respects. It goes, oh, it's okay, we respect. We had to go through that, right? It would be nice if I could find it. Unhooking the past. Please breathe this in. Oh my God, for psychic protection, this is Teflon. Adamantium. Unhooking the past. Vibranium. I am vibranium. There is nothing to regret when I learned from my past. That's kind of hot. When you unhook the past, you are able to see crucial moments of growth from fresh perspectives. This allows you to see the mistakes of your past as catalysts for development, not as something you did wrong. Because how can you fuck up the divine plan? You're not smart enough. None of us is smart enough to fuck up the divine plan. Even our fuck-ups, as we categorize them, are written in, right? The ineffable divine plan. Watch Good Omens, trust me, you'll see what I mean. Oh, Agnes Knit, we thought we knew you. Where did I leave off? Not as something you did wrong. It is an opportunity to see how your previous actions could have been better aligned with your highest values. When you learn today the things you didn't know before, you're able to meet your current circumstances with renewed clarity, so the past can be unhooked instead of repeated. Yeah. This mantra is ideal for overcoming self-criticism, releasing shame, and being more open-minded, which I've never met a closed-minded Gemini. Well, my dad. And by the way, my dad was born on Flag Day. Yeah, look it up. See who else was born on that day. Unhooking the past. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to put these together in what we call a blessimation. I let the guides take over the pantheons of the divine. And then at the end of that, the reading is officially over. But I do release, in this case, the Gemini Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs from my energy field by allowing the goofy to fly free. Not that it's all that caged. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Oh, that's a lovely resonance. I like that. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Gemini Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, please may they be blessed with all that they need. This new moon in Sagittarius to their full moon in Gemini, November into December, that they unhook the past. Because there's nothing to regret when they learn from their past, and they can treasure their loved ones and open that heart. As we will look at again, it is important to love others deeply, regardless of their shape, their form, incarnate or discarnate, and calling on the healing angels of balance. May they call upon those healing angels of balance to deal with the emotional part of that, because you got to actually acknowledge and feel the regret in order to move through it. So doing that in a balanced, healthy way mentally is just a really good idea, with that rhodonite vibe, anchoring it, grounding it, fueling the fire of their heart's desire, of their achievement, of their talents, of their skills, of their potentials that they may very well be protecting, along with a heart that wants to open, so that they can manifest their heart's desire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, that is, one would think, in need of psychic protection. Around them now a shield of gold, protecting them strong and bold, for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. That's how you cast the spell with oomph. The power of 3 will set us free. NSM, not so much. Did you like it? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up as your so mote it be. And sign me up. I'm up. I'm down. I'm all around with it. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe. I'm the fun one, and I know what I'm talking about. I have good hair. I'm fun. I know what I'm talking about. And the gods put the right cards in my hand. That's my skill. There's my skill set. Have at it. And if you want the deeper dive, absolutely come Patreon on Patreon. I love it so freaking much. I do. It's like the best for me, at least. To each their own. But if you are a creative type and you're looking for that kind of support for your work in the world, go check it out for yourself, because now I've got seekers, I've got humans, I've got heroes, I've got angels, I've got witches, I've got immortals, I've got mystics. Mystics and seeker are new, and gods, goddesses is one tier. Loving it so much. Don't think I'm going to stop anytime soon, because that is part of my destiny, to do this work and to help the people of the world shift to more golden timelines, taking the planet with it. I love you so much. Oh, and if you want to book me for a private reading, oh my god, there's a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mel, can you believe it? Explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mel, but perhaps we're afraid to ask, though Geminis will usually find out one way or the other. I love you. I hope you had fun with this reading. I think the psychic protection and the loving part of this is magnificent, so have at it. Reach out if you need help. I love you. Just do it. Do it. Make your achievement, your thing happen for the well-being of all. Hang in there. Hail, farewell, and blessed be.